Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with another subscriber requested video. So I was asked to talk about dark feminine perfumes, and oh, those are my specialty because I love, personally, I love heavier fragrances. This time of year is my time of year for perfumes because I just like heavier, darker fragrances. However, I don't like to smell masculine, and there can definitely be some overlap there with dark fragrances that can smell a little bit too masculine. So anyways, I just have a lot of these in my collection, and these, I picked out 10 that I just think are some of my favorite dark feminine perfumes. I'm gonna start out with the first perfume that came to my mind when I thought about this, when I thought about pulling fragrances for this. And that is this one here from ARMO. This is ARMO Club de Nuit Intense. This is, oh my gosh, this is a dupe of Tom Ford Noir de Noir. And this is stunning. Now, I think Tom Ford is kind of king when it comes to making dark feminine fragrances. A lot of his women's fragrances are dark. They're dark, heavy, syrupy, warm. They're really, really rich smelling fragrances. And this one is no different. This is like a very dark, syrupy, jammy, black rose and saffron. It's sweet and heavy, and gosh, it smells like the deep, dark winter time. It's so stunning. It's sweet and jammy, but without being overly sweet, without coming off as like a sickening candy sweet. It's more of like a floral sweet. It's gorgeous. I can tell you I've got a 12 mil. In fact, I need to pull it out and wear it because I don't want it to go bad because it is a dabber, but I've got a little 12 mil mini, which isn't little, that's a lot of fragrance. Of the Tom Ford, and I have tested it next to the ARMO, and they are identical. Like, so identical, I can't tell the difference. But I do love this fragrance, and this was the first one that came to mind when I thought of dark feminine fragrances, because this is the epitome of that genre. So anyways, that is ARMO Club de Nuit Intense. Okay, this next one, none of you are going to be surprised because I'm so obsessed with this fragrance. This is from YSL. This is YSL Libra Intense or Libra Intense. This is beautiful. This is another one that is just, this isn't quite as like dark and moody smelling as the ARMO, but this is still a dark feminine fragrance. This is lavender and orange blossom and Madagascar vanilla, and this is sweet and syrupy and warm and, oh my gosh, decadent smelling. It's so perfect. I can wear these fragrances all year round, but I absolutely love them the most in the cold weather because I feel like the cold really, really brings out the richness of these fragrances. I am obsessed with this one. The Intense is my favorite version. I have every single version, but this one is my absolute favorite. It can't be beat. I think it's just the syrupiness of this one. So anyways, that is YSL Libra Intense. Okay, this next one, this is another, this man is like king of the dark feminine fragrance. This is from Dreamhouse Sicario, and this is Blood Cherry Cordial. Though I think that this could absolutely be worn by a man, and I think it would smell incredible on a man. This is the epitome of a dark feminine fragrance. This is syrupy, yummy, sweet, black cherry, swimming in a sugary syrup, enrobed in chocolate that's then rolled in like a cocoa powder. That's what this smells like. It smells exactly the way like a cherry cordial smells. And I would know because I am obsessed with cherry cordials. When they start coming out this time of year, I go through boxes of them because I love them. They're some of my favorite like sweet treats ever. And this smells exactly like it. Vincent is seriously, king of dark feminine scents. Those are his specialty. Those are my favorites. I think that's why I love this house so, so much. But Blood Cherry Cordial is just like the epitome of it. One of the best fragrances. I get compliments on this every time I wear it. It's a stunner of a perfume. So anyways, that is Dream House Acurio Blood Cherry Cordial. This next one, it's just such a classic. And again, all of these fragrances in my mind are like the epitome of dark feminine fragrances. This one for sure is. This is Dior Addict. I have just a tiny bit left in this bottle that I need to work through, and I am over the moon for this fragrance. I always have been. I think I always will be. It's just, there's something so special about this. And it's funny because this is the I think it was reformulated in 2014. And this is the 2014. I do have the 2002 formulation, which I don't usually bring that one out when I talk about this because you can't get it. And I would rather just talk about the new formulation. But this is the most beautiful fragrance. It's got like 5 notes in it. It's like orange blossom, jasmine, Madagascar vanilla. It really doesn't have very many notes in it, but it is so warm. It smells like it's got tonka in it. I don't know how the new formulation doesn't have tonka in it because it smells like it does. It smells like it's got a roasty tonka in it. It's not overly sweet. It's very warm. The combination of the jasmine and the orange blossom is floral, but without really smelling super floral. It's not, that's not where the sweetness is coming from really. Well, there probably is some sweetness coming from those, but it doesn't feel like that's where the sweetness is coming from. It feels like the sweetness is coming from like a vanilla tonka combination in the base. It is so beautiful. Again, it is the epitome of a dark feminine fragrance, and even the bottle, it's stunning. So anyways, that is Dior Addict. Okay, sticking with Dior, I have Dior Midnight Poison. This is another one that is just the epitome of dark feminine. This one sadly has been discontinued. It is kind of hard to find. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful though. This is a rose and patchouli scent, but the rose in this is a really, really bright, fresh rose. And the patchouli is not, I would say it's more medicinal than earthy, but it's not overly medicinal either. It's definitely not a hippie patchouli. It's more medicinal, but it's not an overly medicinal smelling patchouli. But the rose it's almost like a fresh black rose, if that makes sense. It's really, really beautiful. It's not like an old-fashioned smelling rose at all. It is stunning. It's dark and fresh. This one is really not sweet at all. Again, it's got a really beautiful warmth to it. It's a dark feminine fragrance and it is beautiful. I love this one. I've heard that the Dior dupe of this fragrance is excellent. I don't think I've smelled the Dior dupe for this one yet, but I have heard people that have picked it up and they said that it's excellent. I do know they probably don't have it in stock anymore, but YSL was also very similar to this fragrance. Now, I know that FragranceNet had that in stock maybe like a year ago. They probably don't because I think that's one that when they get it in stock, it sells out rather quickly. But if they ever do come in stock, that one smells, it's very similar to this as well. So there are options to find a fragrance that smells like this. But anyways, that is Dior Midnight Poison. It's a beauty. This next one, oh, I love this. This is a fragrance from Mugler. This is Mugler Alien Essence Absolute. This is such a stunning fragrance. This is another one that is just the epitome of a dark feminine fragrance. This is Alien, but this has got like an overdose of vanilla in the base, and this has got a myrrh note added to it, and it is stunning. It's Alien, but a smoother version of Alien with the tiniest bit of a resinous aspect to it. It is stunning. I love this. This is one of those fragrances that when I wear this, I feel like an absolute goddess in my skin because I know I smell amazing. I also know that most people don't really know what I'm wearing, and most people don't have anything that smells like this either. I love it. It's a very special version of Alien and one that I will always have in my collection because I will hoard this bottle until I take my last breath. It'll take me the rest of my lifetime to work through this bottle anyways, but this is one that I will do. I wear it. Don't get me wrong. I wear this and I enjoy it, but yeah, I'll never let this go. So anyways, that is Alien Essence Absolute from Mugler. Okay, this next one, I just picked this up this past spring and I haven't really had a chance to wear it in the cold weather yet, but I can't wait to because this is a really beautiful scent. This is a fragrance from Zara and this is called Vanilla Vibration. And if I'm correct, this is a dupe of Luba Rouge from Louboutin. This is beautiful. This is kind of like it's a sweet, spiced, woody vanilla. It's really beautiful. It's got a really beautiful, like kind of bright sweetness in the top. And the spices, it's more of like a fresh spice, so almost like a white pepper or like a pink pepper rather than, you know, rather than a black pepper. I don't know, there's a lightness to the pepperiness to this. Or the spiciness, I should say. The woodiness is really beautiful because it's not an overly masculine wood. The woods are light, and then you get this really beautiful, sweet, yummy vanilla in the base. I really love this one. I'm very glad I picked this up. I actually picked this up off of Mercari because I couldn't find this on the website. And I'm glad I have it. It's really beautiful. This is another one. This is a gorgeous, like dark, feminine fragrance. And I can't wait to test this one out now that it is finally starting to get cooler, but still not quite cool enough for it yet. So anyways, that is Zara Vanilla Vibration, which again, I think is a dupe of Luba Rouge. Okay, this next one, this is another one that is just the epitome of dark feminine. This is a fragrance from Jean Paul Gaultier. This is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Parfum Intense. And this is beautiful. It smells very, very similar to La Belle. It's darker, it's heavier, it's a little bit richer, it's a little bit more syrupy smelling. The pear is a little bit more syrupy, the vanilla is a little heavier, and it's just everything is amped up in this one. It's really, really beautiful, and this is another one that I can wear this all year, but this is definitely best worn in cooler weather, and this is definitely a dark feminine fragrance. I mean, even the bottle is dark feminine. It's stunning. So anyways, that is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle Le Parfum Intense. This next one, this is another one. All of these, to me, these are all like the epitome of dark feminine. This next one is Marc Jacobs Decadence, and this, I don't know what happened. I bet one of my cats got to it. But anyways, this is beautiful. This is plum and saffron. It's got some papyrus in the base. It's funny because sometimes saffron and even papyrus can be a little bit challenging for me. Not in this perfume. This is absolutely stunning. This is, again, sweet, syrupy, decadent smelling. This is, every time I talk about this perfume, I talk about how this is nostalgic smelling for me. This smells like something that smelled like Christmas in the 80s. And this smells identical to it. It was either something that I smelled in a department store or something that I smelled in our house. It's gorgeous. I love this scent. I love wearing this. This is another one that every time I wear this scent, I feel like a goddess. It's rich, it's sweet, it is decadent smelling, absolutely. And it is very feminine smelling. It's a very dark feminine perfume. So anyways, that is Marc Jacobs Decadence. I hate that Marc Jacobs discontinued in my opinion, the good fragrances and only kept Daisy, the Daisy line. But I guess the Daisy line was like more commercially successful. I get it, but the Daisy line is completely like a snooze fest to me. And Decadence, the Decadence line was definitely where it was at. The original Marc Jacobs perfume was incredible. I want them to come back with an interesting line of perfumes again, and hopefully he will, because I've heard that they're bringing the makeup line back. So maybe with that they'll bring back the good perfume lines. Okay, and then last but not least, this is another one. This can be worn any time of year. I typically wear this one in the summertime because this is like a dark feminine fragrance that I can wear in the summer. This is a fragrance from Versace. This is Versace Crystal Noir. This is the EDP formulation, but this is a confusing fragrance because when they did the reformulation of these fragrances, of the EDP and the EDT, I think that they took the coconut out of one and possibly put it in the other or something. So I think people that buy the new EDP don't get the coconut or something. I can't totally remember. All I know is that I've got the original formulation of the EDP. Mine is a coconut and gardenia scent, and this is absolutely stunning. This is, again, the epitome of a dark feminine scent. This is dark, sultry gardenia and coconut. It is so beautiful. This one it's got a really, really beautiful kind of sweet floral perfuminess to it. The coconut is not overly coconutty. It's not like a creamy coconut. It's not a beachy smelling coconut at all. It's like a, I don't know, it just blends beautifully with the creamy, perfumey gardenia. It's a stunning scent. Again, I love wearing this one in the summertime, but this one can be worn any time of the year. And it's a very dark, sultry smelling fragrance. It smells like summer nights on the beach. It is beautiful. So anyways, that is Versace Crystal Noir. And that is going to be it, guys. Those are 10 dark feminine fragrances that I've got in my collection. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.